Hi, everyone. It's Mike from K12 Leaders, and we're going to take a walk through the left-hand menu today and understand how K12 Leaders functions and how we really try to help you all build community and authentic relationships with each other. So we're going to start with the members directory, and you can go in and see the entire members directory. This is all based on personal profile settings and privacy settings that we talked about in a separate video, which are available through your profile or your account up here. If you go to account, you can go ahead and set those privacy settings. But if you are just using your default settings, this is what it's going to look like. And you can go through and browse through the thousands of members on the site, see if you know anybody, or you can certainly invite your colleagues to participate as well. There are a couple of different relationships that you can have. You can either follow somebody. So if I wanted to follow a beer, I would see a beer's updates in the news feed. And then if I connect a beer and a beer accepts my connection, we will see each other's updates in the news feed, and we'll also be able to message each other. So for instance, I'm connected with Mike Bronder. That's also me, but I'm connected with Mike Bronder. And if I go ahead and send a message, we'll see that this pops up. My messaging window pops up, and then we have a real-time messaging system here. And this works both on the mobile and on the website. So in my other browser, I have that pop up, and I can go ahead and we can message back in real time. There are also, under certain circumstances, the possibility for doing video calls through this interface as well. But it's a very interesting way to stay in touch with your colleagues. Notifications will buzz on your phone if you have the mobile app installed, and it's sort of a self-contained real-time messaging platform. So feel free to reach out and connect with other educators that you see on the platform. I'm sure that they'd love to hear from you. Again, everybody has the option to set their privacy settings through their account drop down up here. The next part that we'll take a look at is the newsfeed. This is pretty straightforward. If I'm sure many of you remember back in the good old days when Facebook wasn't run by the algorithm, and you just saw your friends' updates real time in a chronological order on the website. And that's very much the approach that we're taking here. So you will see the connections and the updates from your friends and colleagues that you're connected with on the platform. If there's somebody you think is posting and you're not seeing it, go to the members directory and make sure you're following or connected with them. And it's pretty straightforward. The posting functionality is very typical of what you'll normally see. We support hashtags, pictures and videos, attachments, so you can go ahead and attach a Word document or PDF or what have you. And then you can certainly do simple polls and surveys as well. You're welcome to use all of those tools. Then coming to communities, we have a whole video on communities, but in terms of navigating, you'll see that you can either come in and browse the whole directory of communities. There are hundreds and more developing every day. And you can either join a public community or apply to be accepted into a private community. We also have hidden communities. So if there are particular topics that you want to, sort of engage with offline, you can certainly create a hidden group as well and invite your colleagues to participate in that project. You can go ahead and filter these by various different types and sort them in a couple of different ways. We have this in grid view by default, but if you like, you can also set them up as a list. Similarly, if you want to filter down to just the communities you're already a part of, just click on My Communities and you have that filtered list here. And finally, if you'd like to create a community, you're very welcome to. These are great areas for you to build your own private groups within the K12 Leaders Network. And again, there's a whole video set aside specifically on how to build and configure a community of your own. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to message at Michael on the platform or email me at mike@k12leaders.com.